Hello guys, welcome to the listening time. Today we are reading two stories and you must listen carefully. You're speaking English. Just listening. Don't do another thing. Just listening to me and like this video. Also join us to improve your English daily. The first story is The Lost Key. It was a hot afternoon in July when Ahmed came from school and reached into his bag to open the front door. His heart sank. His house key was missing. He searched every pocket and corner of his bag, but it was gone. He remembered clearly putting in the small side pocket the money. Ahmed sat down on the steps of the boat, feeling worried. No one else was home. His parents were at work, and his older sister would not be at home until sunset. He had homework to do, and he was hungry too. Instead of panicking, Ahmed decided to think clearly. He retracted his steps. In his mind, the school gate, the lunch table, the school file, maybe the key had fallen out while he was playing. He got up and ran back to school as quickly as he could. When he arrived at Socrates Village, a group of boys were still playing. Did anyone find a key? He asked. One boy pointed the bench. There is something shy under there, he said. Ahmed looked, and there it was, his silver house key. He thanked the boy, smiled with relief, and walked home proudly. When he finally opened the door and stepped inside, he whispered to himself, "Next time, I will be more careful." That's the first story. The next story is A Night in the Forest. Lena had always loved nature. When her uncle invited her to go camping in nearby forest, she was excited beyond words. They packed their bags full, a tent and sleeping bags, and drove to the edge of the forest, where the air smelled of pine and earth. After setting up tent, Lena helped collect firewood while her uncle prepared dinner. As the sun began to set, the forest came alive with sounds, owls hooting, creeks sighing, and the rustling of leaves. It was peaceful and little mysterious. After dinner, they sat around the fire, sharing stories. Suddenly, they heard a strange noise come from the trees, a low growl, followed by cracking branches. Lena froze. Her uncle stopped up calmly and shone his flashing light into the woods. Probably a fox, he said with a smile. Still, Lena could not sleep that night. The forest felt different in a dark, more alive, more magical, and little scary. But as she lay in her sleeping bag listening to the sound of the wild, she began to feel calmer. Nature was trying to scare her. It was just being itself by morning. Lena felt proud. She had faced her fear and experienced the forest in its parted from. Next time, she told her uncle, "Let's stay 2 nights." She said, "Let's stay 2 nights." That's unbelievable. She's so excited to stay. The next story is my first day at school. The sun was just rising when Sammy put on his new school uniform. It was his first day at new school, and he felt nervous. The uniform was a little too big. His shoes made strong sounds, and he didn't know anyone in the entire building. His mother walked him to gate and kissed his forehead. "Be brave," she whispered as he entered the classroom. All Iya turned to him. The teacher, Miss Leila, smiled and introduced him. "This is Sam. He's a new here. Let's make him feel welcome." The morning was tough. Sam did not know where to sit or how to join the games at break time. But during math class, something amazing happened. The teacher asked a hard question, and Sam raised his hand. He gave the correct answer confidently. Everyone clapped. You deserve it, bro. After that, a boy named Khalid came to sit next to him. You are good at math, he said, wanted to play at lunch. That was the start of new friendship. By the end of the day, Sammy felt proud. He had survived his first day, made a friend, and even answered a tough question. When his mom asked, "How was your day?" he smiled and said, "It was better than I expected." Wow, wow, wow. The fourth story is The Magical Pencil. Fatima was a quiet girl who loved to draw. She carried her sketchbook everywhere, school, the park, even to family gathering. One day, while visiting a small bookshop with her mother, she noticed an old pencil in a glass box. It was thin, gold, and had strange letters carved into its side. The label said, "The magical pencil, only for these who believe." Fatima smiled, thinking it was just a joke, but something inside her felt connected to the pencil. She used her saved up allowance and bought it. That night she opened her sketchbook and began to draw with the magic pencil. To her surprise, the pictures she drew felt different. They looked more alive, almost if they could move. The next morning, she was something shocked. On her desk was the exact a pig she had drawn the night before, a tiny blue bite chirping softly. Fatima gasped in disbelief. Was the pencil really magic? She tried drawing other things, flower, butterfly, even a small cat. Each of them appeared the next day alive in a real wow. That's unbelievable. At the first, she was overjoyed, but soon the characters followed her home. Her parents were confused. Where all these animals coming from? Her mother asked. Fatima realized she had to be responsibility. She drew a page with a large garden and wrote, "Home for my creations." The next day, all the animals were gone, but when she visited the backyard, she saw them playing happily in the garden she had drawn. From that day, Fatima didn't use the pencil for fun. She used it for kindness, growing food for the poor, homes for the homeless, and hope for those who had none. The pencil was magic, but her heart was more magical. Welcome to the five story I promise in the world. That's the name of the story. Abby stood on the beach, staring at the sea. The waves crashed gently, and the wind carried the scent of salt and freedom. In his hand was a small piece of paper, an old letter from his father, who had passed away 2 years ago. The letter says, "Be strong, my son. Life is like the wine. You cannot control it, but you can learn to ride with it." Abdi had always wanted to become a sailor like his father, but his mother wanted him to study medicine. He felt torn between two dreams, his own and the one his mother wished for him. One day, a strong storm hit the village. Boats were damaged, houses were flooded, and many people got sick. The local clinic was full, but Abdi saw how much the village needed doctors. That night, he walked along the beach again, holding his father's letter. The wind blew hard, but instead of fear, he felt peace. He realized something powerful. He could still honor his father not by becoming a sailor, but by helping people just like his father did in the sea. He made a promise in the wine. I will study medicine. I will save lives. I will carry your courage in my heart. Years later, Abdi became village's first doctor on his clinic. Well, he famed the older letter so that every patient could read the word. Be strong. Life is like the wind ride with it. Wow. That's a magical thing. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. Also, don't forget to join us to get a lot of stories to improve your listening skill. Also, you can get this channel all things about learning English like grammar, vocabulary, phrases, everything about English. If you join us, believe me, you will learn English easiest way, and also you can become the best you need to it. If you need some movies, grammar books, reading, vocabulary, everything about learning English, you can join my Telegram channel to get all of this.